What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today is going to be a little bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 favourite brawlers to play. Now, obviously we're going to be ranking from 10 to 1. And you'll see a common theme with these is that I don't like short range brawlers. So everyone on here is pretty long range. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. As before we hop in, I want to say some honourable mentions, which is going to be Carl. Now Carl, he is my number 11 because he's very unique. His attack is quite nice to play with, like very satisfying to play with, since you can bounce it off walls and you can do a lot of damage if you can use him right. My only problem is that his super is not very good in the meta at the minute. Because gadgets, interrupt all of that stuff. I'd like to see Carl get a gadget that's a lot like Frank's, where he doesn't get affected by knockback and stuff. I mean, I guess that'll be overpowered against Emz's and Jeans, but I'd love to see that happen because Carl is actually very fun to play at the minute. Mention is going to be Colt, and I'll explain that when we get into number 10. Right, so number 10 is going to go to Rico. So the reason why I prefer Rico over Colt is that he can bounce his shots. It's really the main thing, because a lot of maps have walls, and it's very nice to be able to bounce and hit people. Also with this star power Robo Retreat, he becomes faster. I'm aware that Colt has a Slick Boot star power which increases movement speed no matter what, but I feel like Rico is a lot nicer to play with. That's why Rico is coming in at number 10. As at number 9, it's going to be Crow. Now, Crow can be very fun to annoy people with, especially in solo showdown. As you know, he has his poison ability, and this is so much fun to play with. And what's even better is his super and gadget combination. One of his gadgets allows him to have a 60% shield for 3 seconds. And in combination of your super, that can be so overpowered if you can use it right, because you can get a lot of power cubes and then you can just win that match straight away. So yeah, Crow is more fun than good. So yeah, that's going to be Crow coming in at number 9. Alright, so Poco is at number 8, and I haven't pushed him up very high on this account. It's because I normally play him on another account because he's so much fun to play with. Everyone on smaller accounts normally use tanks, so healing them up is so much fun. Playing Poco is so satisfying. If you get a kill with Poco, you feel amazing, and being able to survive, especially in the hot zone, you just feel like you can't be touched, and I don't know, it just makes you feel really good. It also doesn't help that his star power, Screeching Solo, can also be very fun to play with. But if you're going to be running tanks, then you definitely want to be going with Da Capo, which can heal your own teammates for 700. So if a tank goes rushing in, you can do damage to your opponents and heal your teammates. And it just, you win every game, and it's so fun to play with. And that's going to be Poco coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Piper. And Piper has recently moved up on my list because of her new gadget, Homemade Recipe. Homemade Recipe increases her range and homes in her shot. It is so overpowered. How did they manage to think of this and still allow it to be put into the game? Like, honestly, and hitting her shots are so satisfying, but being able to hit someone that you can't see your shot go towards, like if they're out of your shooting distance and you hit with the gadget on going past that point, and then it homes in on them. So you're basically guaranteed to have like a 3000 shot if you're using her ambush star power. And a snappy sniping, it used to be a lot better, but if you can hit your shots, you've basically got 4 shots instead of having 3. And they do a lot of damage as well. Super's good. I don't know what else to say about her. She's just so much fun. Alright guys, coming in at number 6 is BB. So I haven't pushed BB up in a while because I've really been playing that much. I'd like to play her a bit more actually. BB was my first ever brawler to get to rank 25 when she got her movement buff. She's so annoying to play against, but so fun to play, and it's because of one thing: her movement. Her movement speed got buffed to be super fast. So now she just zips around, and especially with her speed star power, it's so easy to dodge shots and everything. Her bubble is so good. If you can get a sufficient amount of hits with your bubble, you can recharge that bubble. Like, it's overpowered. And the best thing about her is her home run ability, which is actually her ability to knock people with her attack after you charge it up. And this is so much fun to play with. In Showdown, you can just knock people into the gas, and then they take like 1,000 or 2,000 damage, and then you can just kill them coming out. In 3v3, it's good to get people out of your range, or sometimes knock them out so they can't hit you, especially tanks, but you can hit them. So if I was up against a Primo, it would be so much better if I could just, bang. And then he can't hit me, and then I keep on attacking him. It's so much fun to play with, and especially with Frank whenever he tries to use super. And if he isn't prepared with his gadget, then he ain't gonna have that super anymore. So guys, here are my top 5 favourite brawlers, and you guys probably knew that I was coming. There's a creature of the night himself, Mortis. Now I'm pretty sure that everyone loves Mortis because of one thing: mobility. My favourite thing in the game is mobility. If I can slow someone or make myself faster, I love that. And you probably end up seeing this further up on the list. But if you can just zip around, and if you can use Mortis right, you can do a lot of damage, especially with one of his star powers, where every time he gets a kill, he gets 1,800 health. This means that you can keep on attacking, and yeah, Mortis, it's mainly just the mobility that does it for me. Mobility is my favourite thing in most games. So yeah, that will be Mortis coming in as my number 5 pick. So guys, at number 5, it's going to be Dynamite. So one of my favourite types of brawlers are throwers, or more specifically Dynamite. Dynamite, he is a absolute boss with damage. If you can use him right, you will literally hit for so much damage. And if you can hit someone for so much damage, then you get your super. And what does his super do? Recharges super. And then you keep on going and going and going. If you can use Dynamite right, then you will be a force to be reckoned with. And his star power Dyna Jump doesn't make it any better. Being able to jump over walls as well and dodge attacks is so much fun. If you can double jump well enough, it's going to be overpowered. Now his gadget isn't the best, but sometimes it does work out with that 700 damage. Sometimes you can hit for 1,400. But you can also get that movement speed, which I love for movement speed. But yeah, that's going to be why I love Dynamite so much. Now guys, if you watched my Barley Road to Blue Iron Man challenge, you'll know that I love Barley. And you'd also know that he's my 3rd favourite brawler. So I can't really explain why I love Barley so much. I think it's because he's more of a area control. I love being able to control where people go and get a lot of damage whilst doing that. Barley is perfect for that. He's so overpowered if you can use him correctly. It's actually so strange. Both of his star powers are good. I prefer medical use because if I get hit, I can keep on throwing. One of my favourite skins is Maple Barley. It looks so good. I don't really know why else I like him. I like that he's a thrower. Oh, and his gadget. I forgot about that. His gadget is so much fun, being able to slow down Primos that comes right at you, or a bull, especially in Heist. Definitely going to be coming up against bulls. But yeah, that's going to be Barley at number 3. So guys, at number 2, it's going to be Max. We share the same name. She's probably got one of the coolest skins in the game. I actually made a video about how cool Streetwear Max is. It looks so cool. It's so much more unique than other skins. Being able to see a brawler in another light is so much cooler. Max, not in a super suit, just in working out outfit, would you call that? I think that she looks really good. So let's get into other reasons why I like her. Her super, I love mobility, and being able to get amazing mobility for, how long is it, like 5 seconds or something? For 4 seconds. Being able to keep on dodging shots. So basically how you use Max's super is that you use it and then the enemy team start to panic, waste out their shots, then you can push up and then start to kill them, especially in Brawl Ball. This works the best in Brawl Ball. I love mobility, and being able to use Max to your advantage is so good. Now, I don't have both star powers, but I do have the one where if she runs around, then she recharges her super, which means that you get your super more often, and I love her super. Gadget makes her immune while she's dashing. That is super overpowered. And also, did I mention that her skin looks amazing? As for number 1, you probably saw this coming, it's going to be Ems. What can I say? She is the perfect brawler. She's a tank killer, area control brawler. I love being able to kill tanks, especially primos. I hate primos. What can I say? Both of her star powers are amazing. I normally use Bad Karma. Whenever people stay in your attack, her damage increases by 20%. This means that if you hit 3 hits, you go from 700 to 800 to 900. Then it's very rare that you get 4 hits, but you can end up doing 1,000 with that 4th hit. And her attacks, they're like Barley's, they're more area control, and you can do a lot of damage with them. Next we have a super. It's another area control, and it slows people down. That is the perfect super, and with that super you can slow them down, which makes it a perfect time to just blast your 3 shots at them and do a lot of damage. Also got a true silver skin because she is my favourite brawler after all. Made a video on that. I'm going for a true gold skin, but I'm not really playing that often, so I don't know how long it's going to be until I get that. Her gadget used to be so good, like what did they do? So her gadget is Friend Zoner. She pushes enemies away whilst dealing 500 damage. But she barely pushes them away. She used to be able to push them away so good that she could then hit 2 or 3 shots on them with her main attack, meaning that you could just melt them down. But now you can't really do that, and that's the only downfall. Overall, she's the most fun brawler to play, being able to melt down primos, being able to slow down primos and melt them, and being able to area control. She's basically the perfect brawler for me. She uses mobility, she slows down. I don't know if I've said this enough, but she does a lot of area control. And she's overpowered, honestly. How has she not got a bigger nerf? Like, she isn't the best, but if you are really good with her, she is the best. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. I did a kind of script for this video, so I don't know how that went. I just did kind of notes for each brawler on the list. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's probably the most effort that I've put into a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.